Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the next episode of One Season Wonder with Benfica. Now, it's not been going too well. You can see we are 7th. We're well outside the Champions League places and even outside of Europe. It's not gone as anywhere near as well as I had hoped. But I think we might be on the right track now. So what I'll do is I'll run you through the kind of performances we've had and the matches, and we'll just go from there. So following our first match where we drew against Tondela, we unfortunately did lose 2-0 away from home. A lovely ball over the tops where Edwards was able to pop it home, causing issues for us straight away in the 12th minute, and they finished things off in the 90th. We barely caused any issues. The ball got played across to Quaresma, who played a lovely ball through to Andre Almeida and made it 2-0. Next up was Maritimo, and it was a 1-0 win. We managed to get it just in the second half. They did have 2 players sent off, so I mean, I'm disappointed if anything that we only won 1-0. Then we took on Belenenses. We did change up the formation. I don't quite know what's happening with the screen here, but you'll soon see us get some goals. There you go. It was 4-0. A fantastic win, turning things around. This is where I thought, hang on, we're going to have something here. Ball into Everton, who was able to pop it in the back of the net. We started playing a 4-3-3 in this game, mixing it up from the 5 at the back, as I thought maybe that's what we needed, a change of kind of formation to get the guys going. Gilberto was slightly further up the pitch, and here he is making the assist for Pizzi to get the second goal in the 30th minute. And then just before half time, Pizzi on the edge of the box was able to slot it through to Darwin, who put it home in the near post, making it 3-0 into half time. We then got a penalty with Pizzi, making it 4-0 just before the end of the game. So after a 4-0 win, I was very confident going into the Porto game. Now I wish I hadn't been, because we lost 3-0. Mehdi getting a lovely dink over the keeper to start with to make it 1-0 just before half time. We stuck with our 4-3-3 formation, so it is certainly something that we were kind of banking on. Didn't quite work out, as just in the second half, 10 minutes in, a ball over the top to Van Nielsen managed to pop it home. We can see here, by just looking back at a couple of the goals, that it's balls from deep over the top of the defence. And then here we have Otamendi's ball out. Awful pass. Ball over the top again. Van Nielsen through on goal, popping it home to make it 3-0 in the 90th minute. We then had our first game in the Europa League, having been knocked out. And it was another mistake. Orsic getting onto a poor pass to make it 1-0 for Dynamo Zagreb. We did manage to get back in the game with a penalty from Will Schmidt, who also missed a penalty later on, which could have made it 2-1, but it ended as a draw. Next up was Ferenc. Pizzi got the penalty in the first 10 minutes, and it was a game that was going towards our positive run. Darwin, and again, getting a goal from the free kick. So we then took on Feyenoord in the next game in the Europa League group stage. A game we probably should have won. As you can see here, we do end up winning a penalty, but it does end in a draw, as it was missed. Pedrino getting that penalty on the right hand side. I was hoping 5 minutes to the 90 could have been the winning goal, but unfortunately it is a missed penalty by Chiquino in the middle there. We were mixing up the team for the Europa League, trying to get some game time for him, but he didn't capitalise on his chance, as it was saved, and it ended 0-0. And then there was a second draw in as many games against Ferreira. They did go 1-0 up, so we did get the bounce back. 60th minute, it was nodded down to Amaral, who popped it home into the left-hand corner of the goal. Like I say, we did bounce back, though, having had a goal ruled out in the first half. Will Schmidt with the ball into Pizzi, who's dinked it back post, and Rafa's there to nod it home. 1-1 at the end of the game. And the draws just kept coming. 1-1 against Zoya in the Europa League. Will Schmidt did also miss a penalty in this game. And we did go up 1-0 up in the early on at 12-minute mark. I thought this might be breaking the run of draws. Ends up not being the case, with Zoya getting a goal in the 76 minutes to tie things up, with Raznikov in there dinking over the keeper. Lovely finish. And there you have it. So it's been up and down. We've got Portimonense today in the game we are playing. Nothing much to add other than this is the formation we're going with. So I changed it up again, back to a 5 at the back, but this time with wingers instead of playing so centrally. That's kind of where the draws have been coming from. they're probably all been games we should have won, missing penalties, which I think we're going to have to practice. But Pedrinho's not looking great, so I'll put Adel Taarabt on the bench. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Defensively wise, we've got Jan Vertonghen and Amedovic has been playing in there. Otamendi's, even though in the last 5 games it says he's played well, he hasn't. So his mistakes have cost us ultimately. But this will probably be the team we play. Pizzi on the right-hand side, who's been kind of the star man for us so far this season. Rafa, Nunes up top, Weigl, Gabriel, Grimaldo, Gilberto at wing-backs. And then, as I said, Garcia, Vertonghen, Amedovic at the back with Vlatko Dimos. So we'll get straight into the game. Hopefully we can break that drawing run we're on and we get the win to kind of get back into the game. I think what we will do is actually make that attacking rather than positive. Against a team that I'm hoping we can actually get the win against. So let's jump straight into it. So we are on a 5-game unbeaten run. There's just only 1 win in there. Hopefully it will change today and make this a second. The ball does come in, but it is headed clear by Murphy. But Grimaldo is back on it. Hopefully by putting him a bit further forward on this left-hand side, he can make something happen. And there he does. A lovely deep cross. Although it looks like it might be ruled out for offside. Nunes, it's a good finish and a fantastic ball. He just might have gone a little too early, which he has done. But it's a good sign. It's a good start to the game. I think that's very harsh. Oh my days. All right, here we go. Grimaldo fires it in from the corner. It's headed clear. Pizzi's not able to get there. Can we react quick enough to get back on that? Rafa does. Now he comes down this right-hand side. Is he going to look to get a ball into the box, or is he going to have to cut it back? He does cut it back to Gabriel, who does this time get it in. Pizzi nods it down to Darwin, and it's straight at the keeper. So we're not quite able to get that goal ahead that we're looking for. We're looking positive, though. We've got a large amount of possession, and we are very, very much dominant in the game at the moment. Hopefully this continues. So the ball comes in again. Grimaldo, Pizzi's there, and he heads over. That's the second clear chance Pizzi's had. Say clear, second chance he's had. And he wasn't able to take it. So we're coming up to half time now. It's working, but not quite as well as I'd hoped. We might have to look to just kind of change personnel. I think that might be what we'll do. Everton can come on for Rafa because he's having a poor game. Otherwise, I will leave it like that for now. Eric Garcia is playing a libero role. So he may get changed out at some point, but we'll see. We'll leave it at that for now, though. We'll only bring Everton on, see what he can do. If he can get a goal for us, that would be excellent. A shot from the away side is blocked, but they do keep hold of it in possession now. A lovely little bit of kind of tiki-taka style play there. And a ball over the top to Salmani. It's through on goal, but Odysseys does well to grab hold of that and prevent any goal going for them. We need to get something. We need to make something happen because we can't just be letting them. This is the thing. Look at that. It's a 4-1-4 and it is no nonsense. It is deep and it is like every attempt to not concede. We've got to do something. Pizzi's looking a bit tired and he's not performed well. Let's get Waldschmidt on maybe. Do I change up formation? Maybe get Adel Taarabt on for Eric Garcia. Put Taarabt on up there. We'll just do that. Why not? It's 0-0, but I want to go. I want to win this game. I don't want us to sit back and just take it. So we'll go to that kind of modified 4-3-3, get Taarabt in there, causing a bit more of an issue for the defensive midfielder that they've got sat in there, but it doesn't look like anything's going to be happening. We've upped our game slightly, but there you have it. Another draw. And it was 0-0, so it was boring as well. So I'm sorry you had to even see that. But there you have it. We'll come back in a few games' time, and hopefully things will be improving. At the moment, we're having an absolute mare when it comes to things. We've obviously got the Portuguese Super Cup, which is a competition we can win in. We were obviously knocked out of the Champions League, but we're still in the Europa Cup. We are sitting third, but we've got all the teams to play one more time, which I still think we can get through. I don't think we have to worry too much. And then the Portuguese Cup, we've got Penafiel, and still sitting just outside the top 6 in the league, which again isn't great, but we'll be coming back in a few games time. It'll probably be around maybe the January time, possibly. We'll see kind of how all the games go, but I'll jump back with you then. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. This is a good little bit of fun series that I'm enjoying at the moment. So I'll catch you next time.